Hello, welcome to Wow Watch TV as we bring you episode 3 of our virtual Wow Tour series. Today is a very special day. The world has always had a wonderful fascination with white whales, and Western Australia has our very own white whale. She made headlines from London to New York, and she still resides in WA waters. Today we're going to show you the story of Pearl. Welcome to Flinders Bay, Augusta, home and host to the Southern Right Whale Nursery Ground during the winter time. And this year, 2016, we found a true treasure of our ocean, Pearl, a white whale. Isn't she absolutely beautiful? Only 4% of all of the calves born in the Southern Right Whale population are born white, and when we met Pearl in August 2016, she took our breath away. What a beautiful calf she is. You can see her beautiful body is white with speckling, just like a Dalmatian. There's her mum, and with our family's pearling history, we thought it was only suitable to name her Mother of Pearl, so it fitted in lovely. You can see Pearl's very young here. She's only about a month old approximately. The calves are born here in Flinders Bay from late July and will stay right through to October. So during the month of August, we had many opportunities to spend time in the nursery grounds with Pearl and her mum. And we got to know them both very, very well. Because of their sensitive hearing, they recognise the sound of our vessel. And when we'd approach the area and stand off and observe their behaviours, they knew who we were. So we built a really lovely relationship with them over those weeks during the month of August, and it was so special to watch this beautiful young calf grow and get bigger and bigger and see her right alongside her mum, that beautiful contact they both had. Hello there, Mother of Pearl. She's giving us a beautiful big smile, just the tip of her rostrum, her upper and lower jaw popping above the surface there to check things out. Isn't she gorgeous? You can see her width as well. She's enormous. She can be up to 70 tons. She's feeding little Pearl over 200 litres of milk every single day. That's a bathtub of milk. Pearl's growing very, very quickly. I think she's going to roll over here. You can see in the gentle rain. Isn't it a lovely, special day today? A gentle mist, there she goes, she is. She's rolling completely over onto her back, her belly pointing to the sky. Look at that, look at Pearl's little tail flute right on her belly there. You can see the big petrel fin of her just bobbing above the surface. Now she's completely relaxed here. Maybe she's enjoying the sensation of this rain as it falls on her sensitive skin. They do have very sensitive skin. She's completely on her back. Look at those enormous pectoral fins. They're huge, and the bone structure in the pectoral fins is actually very similar to our own hands. And it looks like she's rolling back over now. You can see her fluke just rolling over to the side, followed by little Pearl. She's in quite a playful mood, Mother of Pearl. Now what's she doing here? Wow, oh my goodness, look at this. She's arched her head right up out of the water. You can see her baleen. Goodness me, they are filter feeders after all. And the baleen of a southern right whale is over 2 meters in length. It's like a massive curtain. Oh, isn't that incredible? You can see all the baleen inside her beautiful mouth there. She's opened it right up. Oh, and she's going to breach now. Here we go. So she's launching herself right up into the air, full body weight, fully airborne, incredible. She's going to breach again here. You can see landing with a huge thud in very shallow water. Remember, we're in the nursery grounds. And again she goes. Now, sometimes we can have a pesky little shark that's hanging around in the area, which causes a bit of concern. And what better way to get rid of a shark than landing 70 plus tons on the water's surface? She's arched back over now, and I think she's going to return back to Pearl. She sort of left Pearl behind a little bit there. Pearl's sort of stunned, going, "Mum, what are you up to?" Beautiful tail dive. There she goes. She's going to swim back now. You can see the shadow of Pearl just below the surface, and she's racing back to her calf. So she had to put on a bit of a display there. How special that was. Everyone settled in back nicely. And there's such a special pod, these two, mother and calf, so unique and such characters. It was a real privilege to get to know them over our period of time in 2016. Our last memory of these two was this beautiful moment here. So Mother of Pearl's on her back again, and you can see Pearl is lying on her belly. She's holding her calf like you would hug an infant. Isn't that absolutely remarkable? So she's holding her baby and just resting here. giving her little one the biggest of hugs. So what a special moment that was to leave them, but we just didn't know, would we see them again? It was quite a sad day at the end of 2016, but we thought to ourselves, if all goes well, hopefully we might see their return, because the Southern Rights are very loyal to the nursery grounds they're born into. They're highly likely to return back to those areas. So we had hope, but it's a big ocean out there and nobody knew for sure what the future held. 3 long years had passed and we hadn't seen Pearl, always looking for her though, especially during every August. But then something very special happened on the 14th of July 2019. Watching this beautiful humpback right here, when all of a sudden somebody pointed out a white glow just below the surface. You can see it faintly there. It really caught our attention. We knew it was a whale, but what whale? You see that turquoise glow? So we stopped and we watched. And this white shadow came closer and closer, and then this little rostrum broke the surface and our hearts skipped a beat. Was this Pearl? It was a white southern right whale, a juvenile, approximately 3 years old, and she was swimming straight towards us. Needless to say, everyone on board was very emotional, quickly brought up to speed of Pearl and her story all the way back in 2016, and here we were in 2019 at the most southwestern point of Australia, watching and waiting, and then we saw her and she swam right up to us here. You can see her shadow. She has a friend right next to her and she's coming right up to the side of the boat. She recognized us. She knew who we were, just as we recognized her. It was such a special, special moment. You can see her surfacing here and it was very emotional. We could recognize her through not only her whiteness, which was now of course a little bit more grey, but through her unique patterns on her back, we were able to match up and identify. Pearl had returned to Augusta and we couldn't have been happier. At 3 years old, she's still very young. She's left mum at least a couple of years ago and she's travelling with a friend. She's living the life of a southern right whale, a young teenager. There's her buddy Jet there just on the other side. And she was happy and she was healthy, and we were so grateful to see her in this condition and to see how she knew who we were. She refused to leave. She stayed with us for well over an hour and she kept trying to come in closer, but her friend almost seemed a bit nervous as to why she kept approaching us. Her friend probably didn't know the close bond and relationship that we had with Pearl, and a tear or two may have been shed. It was like seeing an old friend, and the greatest relief was to see she was alive. Not only did she survive that first vulnerable year of life, but she was healthy, she was happy, and she was home, and we couldn't have been happier. How privileged are we to have such a beautiful whale here in Western Australia to call our own. We should all be very proud that our waters are such a safe place for these vulnerable species, and Pearl's story has only just begun. She can live to be over 60 years of age, so hopefully that means many more encounters, and we'll continue to share with you the story of Pearl.